So thank you so much, first of all, for tuning into my channel. My name is Perryn. I do tutorials on all things makeup, beauty, the whole shebang. Today what I'm going to be doing is filming my favorites slash a kind of back to school look. And so the final result is actually what I'm wearing right now. But I actually compiled a list of all of my favorite products that I've discovered throughout the spring and summertime. And then that's what I'm gonna go through and show you today. So let's dive into this beautiful world together. Right beside me, I have a whole ton of makeup, all of my favorites that I've had since through, I would say summer and spring, probably. These are kind of my like holy grails that I've really collected and tried over time. Well, I thought I would do like a nice, easy back to school kind of look and be able to go through all my favorites with you. So that's the idea behind today. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's the idea behind today. So I'm going to start off by going through hair products with you. So I have two right in front of me. One is the Dry Bar Detox Dry Shampoo Spray. You get to spray it on and then you can suck up some of like the oil and the grease that's there so that your hair looks newly washed. So that's the idea behind that, and this smells amazing. I picked up just the mini size at Sephora and the little, I don't know what you call that line, the toxic line where they keep selling you products while you're on the way out. Next product is by Way. I don't know how to say the name, I'm so sorry, but it's OUAI, and it's for hair care, and it's rose hair and body oil. This stuff is so nice. A little bit goes a long way. I always use this just coming out of the shower, so you can actually put it on the body as well, and it's super, super, super hydrating. If you're ever wanting a really nice makeup day, what you need to do the day before is make sure that you exfoliate so that you don't have dead skin, because that's what tends to make makeup look, or can look, flaky. So if you exfoliate that off, then your makeup will tend to look very smooth. And then you want to follow that up with your favorite moisturizer. So for me, I'm all about anti-aging. So mine is Absolute Precious Cells by Lancome. It's really dirty, but it looks like this. It's in a gold bottle. And the cream is just super, super luxurious. I don't know if you can see on the inside, but when you put it on, it just adds so much hydration to the skin that the more you massage it in, the deeper it'll go. So your skin actually begins to look very plump, very hydrated. And especially on exfoliated skin where you've just removed the dead skin, that's what you want. So those are the two steps I did before using my very favorite foundation, the best kept secret. It's by Kosas. I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Kosas. Oh my god, this stuff is just like, it's absolutely perfect. You don't even need a lot. And for me, my problem is redness right on the apples of my cheeks. And so I just needed something to cover that up. And this does such a good job of it. I don't know what it's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be medium, I would say medium to full coverage is what it is. So you just always shake it up. And then the other thing that I want to say about this is A, it feels amazing. B, I think it looks really like really radiant, really natural. But C, I think because it's an oil and it's so thin, you get so much in this bottle and it lasts you forever. I want to move on to my next product, which is called Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC Cosmetics. For me, I always kept getting, looks like this. I kept getting problems when I wanted to put eyeshadow on my eye that was brown. I don't know why, but it would always look purple. And what I wanted was a very ashy, cool tone brown. And so I kept trying about 10,000 different brown colors. And then finally I was like, you know what, like there has to be, like I went into MAC and I was like, help me, this is driving me crazy. And by the way, I've always gone into MAC, and this is how I've ended up working there, because I love MAC so much. So I have to say, these are only my opinions. But yeah, I really absolutely love this product. So what I do is super hygienic. I just take my finger, dip in the product. Sorry, the point of my story is that when I started using like this kind of yellowy skin tone base, it actually let the color stay as it naturally is on my skin. And I like to use the finger because the finger is warm and it does a really nice job at spreading out the product. want something there that's gonna allow the product to sit nicely and stick to the eye and not crease. Let's talk eyebrows. So I've talked about this product a couple of times now. You all know I love Patrick Ta. I love Patrick Ta, but talking about brow products. So my favorite that I've discovered, because I'm trying to try new products. So if you have any comments out there for like brow products that you do like, I've been through the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. And then I moved on to the Brow Wiz, and now I tried Benefit, and now I'm trying MAC Cosmetics. So right now my favorite is the Eyebrow Styler Crayon in Lingering. And it has two sides to this. So one side is pencil and then one side of the spoolie, because I like really natural brows right now. And then the next product that I go in with, can you guess? It's Patrick Ta. So on days where I don't want like the Instagram brow, I don't know why everyone hates on the Instagram brow. I like the Instagram. I like a nice like fade at the front. It looks nice. And I just like I only fill in the ends really. And then the next thing you want to do, if you're me, showing you my favorites, is the Patrick Ta Clear Shaping Wax. So for this, you need to activate the product. You want to just like a little drop in there. And then I take my Patrick Ta brush. Okay, so for concealer, my very favorite concealer is by Pat McGrath Labs. It's called Skin Fetish Sublime, and I'm in the shade L5, and it looks like this. The packaging feels really, 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 really bougie. The setting powder that I'm going to use is by Jeffree Star. It's the older version, so it's not glowy at all, but it's the translucent powder. And I just take it and I just like lightly dust right underneath. And this part you have to do kind of quickly before you start creasing. So before I get into this, I want to talk about eyeshadow brushes that I've absolutely been loving. So the first one is by MAC, and it's the 224S, and it's a lot more of a slim blending brush. I absolutely love this. It makes it really easy to get in the crease really easily and blend out what you need to. And then the second one that is apparently pink right now is by Zoeva, and it looks to be a 228. So that's a bigger blending brush. So here's what they look like side by side. One is a lot more slim, and then the other one's a lot more fat. And that's what they look like. Okay, so I want to talk about a few palettes. Eventually, I'm going to start doing tutorials on different palettes and different looks. But I wanted to bring a few options that I thought were both cheap, medium kind of price, and then bougie. I don't really exactly remember the exact prices, but so I went to MAC, as one does, and oh my god, I'm sorry, this is so messy, but I did a build your own quad. So I can't remember how much they were individually. It wasn't too expensive though, and you get to pick your own colors. So earlier I said I love like an ashy cool tone brown, so I picked those two. My girlfriend picked this green shade. I wish I could tell you what they are. I know that one of them is called Wedge, and I believe Cork. And then I know Mint Condition, but I forget what this one is called. But yeah, two absolutely stunning browns that you can just use as like a really nice contour. One green as a pop of color, and then my Mint Condition. I have used this so much. It is the most beautiful pop of color. If you like that like Kylie Jenner pop of color in the inner corner, I think this is one of the most beautiful colors that you can do that with. So I made this myself. It was not too expensive at all, and you get to pick your own shade and you get to make your own palette. So plus also I should mention that this is magnetic. I think you can pop the colors out if you just tap it, but I really don't want to. The second palette I want to talk to you about is, oh my god, everything I own is so messy. I'm sorry. Okay, but the second palette I want to talk to you, my boyfriend got this for me, and it is Morphe and James Charles. You've probably seen this everywhere. This is what she looks like. I've used it quite a lot. I think this is beautiful for natural tones, even contouring things, but you have all your natural tones here if you want to blend and stuff too. And then you have the most beautiful pops of color. So there's so much versatility with this palette. It's absolutely beautiful. And so the last palette we're going to talk about today is a bougie palette. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Natasha Denona? Well, you know what? I'm just going to say it's an over $100 palette. One of them I think were like $175. But I got my Natasha Denona palette from Beautylish, and she looks like this. I got the Metropolitan palette. When you get it, it is not covered in fingerprints, and it looks absolutely stunning. She's got 2 magnets. She's got a really nice mirror, and then all the colors. I think this is the most beautiful thing ever. This is like top luxury. The shades perform like absolute, like a dream. They're so pigmented, it's crazy. Everything blends really nicely. I think if you're a makeup artist, I think this is a perfect investment to have in your kit because it's just all the color stories, the way they perform. You have your naturals, you have a lot of jewel tones in here actually, but you have your more luxurious pops of color. I think you have everything that you could need in here, and it performs so well. So for over $100, that's the Natasha Denona palette. If you've never heard of Natasha Denona, go look her up. Oh my goodness, some of the palettes are absolutely amazing. This is the second Natasha Denona palette that I have. So the first one I have is called the Sunset palette. We'll do tutorials eventually, so you'll see what they look like, but I wanted to show you a little bit of a bougier palette that I really am liking at the moment. So I'm going to use the Natasha Denona palette today, actually. I really like to put a nice transition shade down, and I lay most of it in the upper corner section because I really like a nice, easy, lifted look. And then I'm going to use my other brush here, the MAC 224S, and I'm going to dip into a brown. And just go in nice little circles right at the end. And what this does is it just puts a little concentration of color right at the end so that things actually look lifted. So I don't know if you can tell this eye compared to this eye, but this eye actually looks a little bit more lifted up compared to this eye when we put. Okay, so now I'm going to take this kind of baby pink color here on my finger. Sorry, I'm going back to school, so I had to take off my nails, and I'm getting ready to put on a new set of nails. But until then, we will have to wait. I don't know. Do you guys get annoyed when you're typing and then your nails are too long? So I'm going to put on that same brown color that I used to lift the end parts. I'm going to put it right underneath. And my next product I'm going to talk to you about is by Patrick Starr. I believe this is his company, and it's one size. And this is called Point Made in Bodacious Black. So this looks like this. It actually is so cute. This has like a little like comfortable holder for your fingers. I don't know what to call this. Like pens have this too. It has a really comfortable feel to it, and oh my god, it's so black. I absolutely love this. I think this is going to be nearly impossible for me to do while sitting here, but we'll try. So I always start at the end, go where I want my line to go. Okay, we can breathe now. Can we get the other side the same though? So next I'm going to talk about bronzer. So my very favorite bronzer and the brush that I use, well, I really use two, to be honest. I use this one by Smashbox, but I don't know if you can get this anymore. At least I think it's by Smashbox. I don't know, but it's a really big fluffy brush. And my Too Faced bronzer is Milk Chocolate Soleil. I don't know how to say this, but it's a longwear matte bronzer. And again, I'm a cool tone gal. So I always just start by pressing in where I want the color. I know it seems a little bit high, but when you mix this with your blush, it looks so nice. Get out of here. Okay, then I take my other brush by MAC Cosmetics, and I wish I could tell you what this is. I think it says 129. And you're just gonna blend out what you just put down. So now let's do blush. So my favorite blush, I'm sure you can guess, it was in my last video as well, but it's Patrick Ta, and it's She's So LA, and it's cream and powder blush. So comes with two. I always just do the powder first because this was how I instructed it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And then you take your beauty blender and you just flip the you flip the cream side up. So my next thing I'll show you is highlighting. I wanted to show you my favorite highlighting palette right now. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I'm sorry, this is also, it's very widely used, but it looks like this. It's so gorgeous. Let me see if I can show you some of the colors. I'll just swatch it like this. So here's Kitty Cat, Forever Young. Let me show you Glow Getter. And Forever Lit. I love Forever Lit, which is like a white based highlighter. So they all look very like if you want wet skin type of a look. So I take, this is my favorite highlighting brush. It's by Lancome. It's probably really good for contouring as well. Color, let's go Forever Young and Glow Getter. I have two favorite lipsticks in my hand. They're by MAC Cosmetics. I feel like I'm very biased, but I'm sorry. I honestly love MAC Cosmetics. Can't even say it right. I'm going to show you how I do my favorite lips. So I have been on the hunt for a lip liner that is pigmented, a hint of brown, but not too brown, but not too not brown. The MAC Tiana Taylor color Hodgepodge, and I understand that this is a color that went away. Please bring it back, MAC. This is amazing. It's a really beautiful, like, cool tone brown. And if you want to have like big contoured lips, this is what I do. And then I like to put a really light color right in the center. So for me, I use Best of Me in MAC Cosmetics Powder Kiss lipstick. Just to show you, this is what it looks like here. I'm going to show you my mascara that I currently love. And it's by Marc Jacobs in Black Year. And it's the At Lashed Lifting and Volumizing Mascara. I can't tell you why I really love this. It's so buildable. So that's the mascara that I'm loving at the moment. Let me just show you my last favorite brush. I didn't use it today because I didn't really contour too much today because I wanted it to be a really easy, really fast grab and go moment. Obviously it's going to take a lot longer because I'm talking and explaining myself to you, but I do this look really quickly in like 15, 20 minutes, depending. But the brush that I love to contour is the MAC 197S. It's so nice to like get right behind the jawline, do the nose contour. I even sometimes use it to contour the cheeks. It's just really nice. If you like to paint, then you'll love this brush too, because you can really kind of shape and shade the face really easily and manipulate the light and how the shade and light looks on you. And it's really, really nice, really, really easy. So that one's from MAC Cosmetics. It's the Fix It Plus Magic Radiance. And so if you look on the bottle, it says all day hydrating spray with vitamin C. And that's the final look. So if you want to go really fast, really easy, this is a really nice way to go. On days where I don't feel like wearing a lot, I really just use the Pat McGrath concealer and my lipstick and bronzer and mascara. That's it. Just those 4 things. Quick grab and go. And as well as the hair products that I showed you earlier. So this is the final look. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.